Are you someone who is considerate of your energy and that you take the time to cleanse when you've been around really heavy, dark, negative energy, that you are very conscious and active in grounding, in knowing what you are taking in and what you're putting out, and where you stand on that energetic battlefield, what side you're on? Are you elevating frequency and emitting that vibration of unity, awareness, and evolution? Or are you on that lower end where you are emitting hopelessness, rigidity, inflexibility, and that emits that energy, the low vibe energy that's very dense and makes transformation and evolution literally impossible. You can't move through dense anything with ease. It's challenging, it's suffering, it's struggle, as opposed to a higher frequency and vibration, which is more porous, which is more amenable, which is resonating at a level that you can't even hear or comprehend. You're emitting it, and it's being received and integrated seamlessly. It's like dogs. Dogs can hear things that we cannot hear. They don't communicate with words because they don't need to, like all animals. But they can sense and experience the world much more deeply and in tune with what's actually going on energetically. We have a lot to learn, and we have to start somewhere. Hi, and welcome back. It's October the 18th, 2025. Absolutely gorgeous morning here in Kamloops, BC. There's so much going on around the world as we're being shown on different sites and platforms on social media, and yet nothing at all. I don't know if you have this experience, but once you really have clarity to see beyond what's right in front of you, what you're ingesting on the phone, on your computer, whatever your main source of energy exchange is, what is your sense with that? What feelings does it elicit in you, or do you even notice? Do you find that you get caught up in it and then you struggle to put it down because it is somehow just grabbing you, pulling you, and it's like, ooh, they like that. Do more, do more, do more, do more. And what are you getting from that? What do you get from that energy exchange other than at the end of it, you're like, okay, how many hours have just gone by and I feel terrible, I feel worse, or I needed to do this thing and now I don't have time, or I missed this, or I should have that. Your energy exchange is constantly happening. You are always emitting energy because you're energy. It's not like you go, oh, flick it on, here I am, and then flick it off. You are energy. And what you engage in is an energy exchange. It's not that you are just sitting there and receiving. You're also giving. It's that connection, that loop, right? A feedback loop. And it's constantly processing and assessing, as are you. And if you take it one step further, as energy, and believing that you are projecting outwards and your energy is being mirrored back to you, then if you're seeing terrible things, or if you are watching terrible things, or if you're experiencing terrible things, it would suggest that terrible things exist within you. And in that note, that frame of thinking, you would say, okay, well, that's victim blaming. That's blaming the victim for their circumstance. And, well, that's not right. They didn't choose it. They don't want to be in suffering. They don't want to experience the things they're experiencing. What are they supposed to look the other way or just accept what is? Absolutely not. At the same time, if you actually dig deep inside yourself and find those places that are suffering already, that have been hurt, that have been shaped and formed and morphed into this thing that you don't even recognize, that you haven't even noticed or paid attention to or had the opportunity to even dig into, because you're constantly in a battle and a war. If you take that time and opportunity in small amounts, even the tiniest little bits of questioning yourself and asking yourself the who, what, where, when, why, how, all those questions of different events that have happened in your life. Who is involved? Right? Who is involved? Who does it benefit? What? What happened? Where did it happen? Why did it happen? When did it happen? What circumstances were going on in the background at that same time? And how did it happen? And having that holistic picture of an event will help you to identify parts of yourself, experiences, pockets of memory and information that are highlighting themselves because they're showing up outside of you and being mirrored back to you. They're showing up outside of you and being mirrored back to you because they're calling out for you to actually see them. To see them and accept them and comfort them and work through them and recognize that those experiences were seeds or transplanted opportunities for growth. Others may say that everything that ever was or is ever meant to be, all that is. It's already occurred. It's happening on different timelines, dimensions, and planes simultaneously, because our brain thinks everything is linear. Our brain, we feel like everything goes like chronologically, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, sometimes a 4 and a 2, or a 50 and a 6, right? You see how nothing is linear, nothing. And that's where we are right now. And soulfully accepting the fact that if we're projecting things that are mirroring back to us, and do you see how the wind is picking up right now? Which to me is confirmation that I've hit the mark and I meant to share this exact thing. The fact that our souls are experiencing these things in different times. So maybe they're popping into this timeline to have this experience, to gather this knowledge and awareness, which is energy. So a frequency that then vibrates out. So it retrieves it from this timeline, space, plane, dimension, retrieves it, has the experience, however you want to identify it, and then uses it elsewhere. And it's like building blocks. It's like going to a hardware store and picking up the exact nail you need or the screw you need for a project that you're doing, but you can't get it at just any store. You have to go to a specific one. And this energy is the same. So your soulful energy is literally traversing where it needs to go because it knows. And in this timeline and space and dimension, because there are many different levels of what we call the matrix. We just use the word matrix because that is a very, I want to say subterfuge. Don't ask me why, but that is a language that allows people to dip a toe when their soul knows there's more. Your soul knows there's more. And so it's like, ooh, I recognize that. So when we connect back to these moments in time of recognizing and identifying that our inner wounding, our unfinished projects require our attention, and that requires us to venture out beyond the comfort of what we think we know, because we know far more than we are expressing here. This is just like a blip in nothingness. This moment in time, this experience, this matrix is like a blip in nothingness. There is infinite possibilities and potentials that exist. And once you just release your need to see things chronologically, linearly, or believe that you know it all, because you're fearful that there is more than you're willing to or feel capable of internalizing, integrating, processing, and you just allow it to be. Your suffering falls away. And that one project that you have left unfinished, check. Complete. Now moving on. When you recognize that your energy is actually a field around you and that it's constantly sensing and absorbing and connecting with other energy sources all around you, it's actually communicating with all of the things around you, not just people, but living and non-living things has an energetic imprint. And when you recognize that, and you begin to notice and pay attention to where your focus is being drawn to. So if it's being drawn to a specific area all the time, because there's so much happening that most people don't even recognize the majority of what they're being fed. They don't. They just go to the automatic pathway that their mind has always led them down. And that's where manipulation comes in from a higher perspective. It wants you to follow that highway. It's leading you. Don't look over here. Look over here. Oh, don't notice this. Look at that. And it's so important, especially right now, to be aware of your energetic field and all of the information that's actually attaching to you that you're not even acknowledging. Majority of the population does not even have an awareness, understanding, or the ability to even clear their energy or to connect with pieces that are alerting them, that are telling them, pay attention to this. This is important. And that's how our little unfinished projects in our body get attracted to these things outside of us. Because we have all of these little things where we've gone to different times and dimensions and planes to receive what we need to finish the project. But that requires our effort, that requires our attention and our focus, and not to do a job halfway. Not to start it and never finish it, because again, manipulated to go off in a different direction and to not fully achieve your goal, your plan, your mission. But in this time and space, gain clarity of this energetic exchange that you're making every single day. Get to know your energy field, how far it's extending, how weak it is, how strong it is, where you are draining out into things that are literally just siphoning your motivation, your attention, your desires, your high vibration, your high frequency, because your high frequency is emitting that vibration. And then do something about it. Get out in nature, best way to ground. I know I can't say that enough. Burn some sage. I love that. I have sage on my coffee table and I burn it constantly. Burn some incense. Have a bath. Get in some warm water. Use Epsom salts if you have them. Do whatever it is that you're comfortable in doing that helps to ground you. Ground your energy field, to clear it. Speak words soulfully with intention of how your energy is strong. It is a field that is yours, that you control, that others cannot manipulate, that others cannot siphon from, that you control and you decide how it is to be used and for what. Ask the questions. Who, what, where, when, why, and how of everything. Get clarity over everything in your life so that you can begin to recognize that you are the master of your own domain when it comes to your energy and the reason why you are here. And finally, don't fuck around. You don't have any more time. There are things happening in so many aspects of our lives, and they are not people. They are not people. It's energy. It's an energy war. And if you aren't if you have no awareness of your energy field, what you emit, what is being siphoned from you, what you mindfully give away, extend, then how do you know if you're contributing to raising the frequency and vibration of the planet, or if you're lowering the frequency and vibration of this planet and the other planets, energies, influences that are working in harmony with high vibration, with high frequency beings that are all interconnected in this energetic war of all wars, battles of all battles. If you don't know yourself, you don't know what side you're on. You could be part of the problem, or you can be part of the solution. Which one do you want to be? Which one of the three listens the best? Sophie, Gus, Emma, come. Oh yeah, good puppies. Oh yeah, good. Okay, let's go. Let's go get some water. Good puppies.